Good evening, welcome to Odsal Stadium, Bradford, the natural ball and the scene of the biggest crowd reported in Rugby League, 102,000, and we reckon there was about 130,000 at the time. But out, first on the pitch, the Challenge Cup holders, St Helens, led out by captain Bobby Golding. And as I say, welcome to Odsal for this evening's clash, which is going to be a four-pointer. The two Challenge Cup finalists meet again 8 days after Wembley. Saints can't afford to let Bradford win tonight, as they would open a 4-point gap in the league, and equally so Bradford want to beat the Saints to class it as a bit of revenge for the Challenge Cup final. But there's no revenge winning here. You've got to get the team back at Wembley and smack the bottom for revenge, I think. But the fireworks are already there at the Speedway end of the pitch. The sides for this evening, the Bradford side, Spruce at full-back, Ikoku, Peacock, Laughlin and Scales the three-quarters, Bradley and Tomlinson the half-back pairing, McDermott, Lowes, Rihanna the front row, Dwyer, Forshaw, McNamara the back three, with Graham, Knox, Calland and Anderson on the bench. The Saints side, Prescott at full-back, Arnold, Haig, Newlove and Sullivan at the three-quarters, Martin and Golding the half-back pairing, with Perolini, Cunningham and O'Neill in the front row, Morley, McVie and Hammond the back three, and on the bench, Joint, Matautia, Northey and Pickavance. Those are the teams we've been given. If there are any changes, I do apologise, but circumstances beyond our control. Obviously, Bradford with a few injury problems. The influential Robbie Paul out with the foot injury, Sonny Nicol out with a broken arm, Paul Laughlin had leg problems, but he's all right now. Chris Joint took a knock at Wembley, along with Apollo Perolini and Julian O'Neill, but they're all back in the side. Joint on the bench and Morley in the second row. There was many battered and bruised bodies from that encounter at Wembley, wasn't there? The referee tonight is Russell Smith from Castleford. It's Bradford to kick off. McNamara there. As I say, you're with Mike Ron. My name's Ron Hoof. Your regular Bradford, my regular Bradford counterpart, Nick McGowan. Obviously he hasn't shown tonight. Whether he's come out in sympathy or what, I don't know. But I'll try to be as impartial as I am. And let's hope the Bradford spectator that had a little more last time doesn't have a moan this time. All friendly stuff, isn't it? But Saints have the possession. They're moving it to the right. Derek McVie. Paul Laughlin in there. Laughlin, Dwyer and Nicol. The three Saints that came over the border to Bradford when Paul Newlove, I beg your pardon, moved the other way to the Saints. Good work there. Morley driving through. Bradford are penalised, and a massive crowd here at Odsal. They're looking for about 20-25,000. It's not a bad evening, it's coolish. But the rain has kept off for the last hour or so. Perolini driving through, Bernard Dwyer brings him down. Now the Saints move it left. Julian O'Neill. Cunningham attacked it half. Saints move it right, they've got to move it right and left. Good running there, McVie slips the ball away to Hammond. McNamara, one of the tacklers in. And Dwyer again. Once again the Saints put it up. Martin chips it through. Martin gathers the ball. Moves it out left. Oh, it was an awkward pass there. Sullivan couldn't do much about that. The idea was right. Tommy Martin, he raised his hand there. He apologises to Anthony Sullivan. But that was the little chip kick through there by Tommy Martin. Regathered his own kick. Put a speculator out to the left. The pass had to go out quickly. Unfortunately, it was too high. Sullivan couldn't take it. Went into touch. So it's a scrum down. 10 metres from the Bradford line. Head and feed to Bradford, Tomlinson to feed. McNamara from the loose forward position, out to Bradley. Oh, good tackling there, Morley, Sullivan, onto Bradley. They force him back to his own try line. Bradford's coming away with it, but Saints penalised for moving up too quickly. Paul Laughlin kicks over to the main stand side here at Bradford. It's the only covered position around this Odsal Bowl. A fine stadium, this Odsal Bowl. But he just got a bit more cover. McDermott driving it up. Perolini in at the tackle with McVie. Once again, Saints are penalised. McDermott looks. Lowe's, is he pointing to goal? McNamara, no, he gives the ball to Loughlin. Loughlin will find touch. No, McNamara, he's going to have a go for goal. He is. Lowe's initially said we'll have a go for goal. Then Loughlin stepped up. But McNamara, a capable goal kicker. Certainly a player that I admire. I wish we'd have got him at Nosey Road. Obviously we've got a fine squad at Nosey Road now, but he's a good player, this McNamara. Goal kicker, good grafter, play anywhere in the forwards. And a chance now for Bradford for early points. 3 minutes, approaching 3.5 minutes gone on the watch. And McNamara looking to open the scoring. Could be a tight game this evening. It could be the other way as well, couldn't it? It could be a whitewash. But McNamara strikes it well. 40 metres out. The touch judges raise the flags. And Bradford in the lead by that McNamara penalty goal. 3 minutes gone. Bradford 2, Saints 0. Steve McNamara with the penalty goal, 2-0 to Bradford. They will restart and give Saints back the possession. Bradford, the first side to lower the Saints' colours last season. They're unbeaten in the league this season, but obviously they've got that defeat at Wembley 8 days ago. I suppose you can build this as the sequel, the Wembley sequel. Saints penalised twice in quick succession there, and McNamara's trusty boot opens the scoring. Saints move it to the left. Newland out to Sullivan. They'll have to keep in field. Ikoku brings him down with the tackle. Plenty of friendly boos to Paul Newlove, obviously the ex-Bull, and good kicking there. Tommy Martin grubbers it downfield and finds touch just before the corner flag, so it'll be a 10-metre scrum, 20 metres in from the main stand side here at Odsal. As I said, Bradford was the first team to lower the Saints colours last season after Saints winning 16 matches, and they did it in style, didn't they? 34-0, the Saints were getting battered at half-time. Well, Russell Smith in again, so he's keeping a close eye on the Saints. About 4 penalties to 1, that is, and we've only played 6 minutes. As long as he's consistent and does it for both sides, we won't grumble. But 34-0 at half-time, 6 tries and 5 goals. Then Bradford got another try, made it 38-0, but Saints came back a little bit, made the score a little bit respectable, 50-22 at the end. Gibbs was sent off in that match. Obviously that didn't help, did it? Cunningham was the captain. Bobby Golding was injured. 2 tries for Newlove, 2 for Cunningham, and 3 goals for Steve Prescott on that night. But Saints now fresh back after the win at Wembley. 32-22, and Bradford need the points. Saints need the points, and it's going to be a clash of the Titans, isn't it? Tomlinson plays it low at dummy half. The ball's put up in the air. The Bulls are chasing it. Prescott underneath it. He defuses it. Scales comes in. Dwyer there chasing as well. As a Dwyer, Loughlin and Nicol. Obviously Nicol not playing tonight, but St Helens lads there. Well, really St Helens lads. Loughlin and Dwyer. Sonny Nicol, the Yorkshireman. But we still class them as our own. We want them to win a medal, but not at Saints' expense. And obviously Paul Loughlin, 5 losers medals, Bernard Dwyer 4, and I think Sonny Nichol's got 3. But Cunningham chasing through there. Martin at dummy half. Bobby Golding. It's touched by the Bradford man. He catches it. It was meant for the corner, but good cover defence there by Bradford. The Bulls. Looked like James Lawes that took it. Now he's with John Scales, out of favour for Wembley. Coop was in, but Scales back in the side for tonight. Lawes again, Verdi into play, looking for the runners. Big Paul Loughlin drives it through, having a chat to him before in the players' tunnel. He's all psyched up for tonight. He's got that out of his system last week. It's history, isn't it, as far as anybody's concerned. That was the last game. You've got to get on with the next game. The ball chipped through. Prescott couldn't take it cleanly. The ball bounces off him, goes into touch. Pressure on the Saints. It'll be a Bradford head and feed at this scrum. 20 metres in and 10 metres from the Saints line. Pressure there by the Bulls. Putting a low kick in. Prescott had to cover some ground to take it. He couldn't take it cleanly. And now can the Bulls move it right or left? Ikoku coming in from the wing berth, relieving the forwards. It's early on, 5 metres from the Saints line. Rihanna, well taken by Perolini. McVie, Steve Prescott. Cover defence going to be paramount. Lawes looking for the run around. Bernard Dwyer's there. Can Dwyer squeeze over? He can. Great work by Bernard Dwyer. Didn't he do well? No danger. Lawes was the pivot. Lawes took it left, took it right. Dwyer was running through, took the ball cleanly, looked as though he was going to be taken, but Bernard Dwyer touches down to the right of the sticks, and just the start that the Bulls needed. Bernard Dwyer will like that, won't he? I was chatting to Bernard before, always has a smile on his face, always got time for you. But great work there by Lawes, played it well, as the pivot. Dwyer was running through, should have been taken, but he wasn't, touched it down. And Bradford in a 6-0 lead, and McNamara will pop this one over just about my distance, I reckon. We'll give Bradford an 8-0 lead. So McNamara composing himself. 10 metres out, no problem. Piece of cake, right between the sticks. Saints only losing 2 games last season. Bradford away, Wigan away in the league. Lost 3 in all. Beaten in the Premiership final by Wigan. But Bradford, they finished 3rd in the Super League last season. They lost 5 games in all in the league. Saints with possession again. Andy Haig takes it from Steve Prescott. Cunningham a dummy half. Saints trailing by 8, but they know that they've got the firepower to come back. Early days yet, 10 minutes gone on the clock. And good tackling there. Lawes again gets through, some graft, doesn't he, Lawes on the quiet. McVie offloads it well, the ball knocked back by Tomlinson, that's play on. Well, the referee says it isn't. He's saying a knock on both ways, I don't know where he gets that from. Which way is he going to pack the scrum down? Oh, well, head and feet to Saints. Well, I don't know. We'll take that. But that looked play on to me. Saints try to put the ball back, and Tomlinson knocked it back. Saints awarded the scrum. Newlove. Oh, takes a big hit there from Bradley, and then upended by Peacock. Nolan lost here. And friendly boos from the Bulls spectators. Saints are moving it. Bradford tackling superb. Dwyer there. Another man that gets through some graft in the tackling department. McVie trying to run the angles. Moving over on the right flank. Now Saints, Verdi the play. Moving over to the left. Golding. Speculated out to Newlove. Sullivan on his outside. He goes. Dear me. That was a good tackle by Bradford. They moved in on Newlove just as he was going to release the ball. And it obviously took him off, and the ball went behind Anthony Sullivan and into touch. So it's scrum down with a Bradford feed now. 8-0 the score. 12 minutes gone of the game. Tomlinson will feed. Oh, beg your pardon, it's Saints feed. I thought that'd be a Bradford feed, but obviously not. Got it wrong again. You've only a choice of 2. and we managed to get it wrong. Haig has the possession. Martin attacked in half-back. He wants a quick play the ball. Now it's with Julian O'Neill, powering his way downfield. Well, the leg taken there by Bradley. Yes, Bradley it was that took it, and no doubt to the referee. Is he going to have a word with him? He may have said something. Bobby Golding says, I'll go for the 2 points. Why not? All points are going to be crucial this evening. Stanwall, Saints kitman comes on with the tee that Bobby Golding uses. $8-0 the score at present. A try from Dwyer, a conversion by McNamara, and a penalty goal by McNamara. Bobby Golding composing himself. Plenty of boos and jeers from the Bradford faithful. Golding strikes it well, 10 metres out, and Saints with points on the board, 13 minutes gone. A Golding penalty goal makes it 8 points to 2. So Bradford will receive possession back. Quite breezy down there in the famous Odsal Bowl. The Bulls have the possession. Scales. Dwyer from the acting half-back position. McVie takes him down. Bradford spread it. Good work there. And I think there must be a change there on the Bradford side there. Number 14 we've got. I think he's operating at the full-back position. They give us Stuart Spruce before. Obviously a late change. I do apologise. As Julian O'Neill takes the ball up. Cunningham. Hammond. Little high there by Tomlinson. Yes, the referee Russell Smith just saying the tackle was a little high. Nothing malicious in it. Both players all right. Hammond up quickly. And Saints restart just outside the Bulls 20. Moving it along now, a Perolini, the Terminator, brings the play. Oh no, it's Mike Forshaw, that is number 14. He is in the second row, do beg your pardon. New signing, been around a bit, Wigan lad, played for Wakefield. Andy Haig. Golding running the angles, speculator out left. Good work there, Sullivan's in at the corner. Great work there by Prescott, linking up. And Sullivan in at the corner puts the Saints on the board after 16 minutes. Anthony Sullivan, a try for the Saints. The Saints brought it up to the Bradford 20. Then Golding took charge, took the ball across, running, looking for the players running onto him. As he does do. And then Steve Prescott linking up. Lovely pass to Prescott. Quick hands out to Anthony Sullivan. And Sullivan in at the corner. Great work by the Welshman. His 12th try of the season. Put Saints back within a sniff at 8 points to 2. And Bobby Golding, right-footed kicker. As you can see there, he's only 3 or 4 metres in. And just behind the 20-metre line. Correct side for the right-footed kicker. He's been in good form this season, as Bobby. 35 goals to his credit. And he would have had a lot more. But as you know, he was out for 6 matches, suspended. The Golding strikes it. Is it floating in? Well, it's just waved away by the touch judges. 8 points to 6 the score remains. after 17 minutes. So Saints hitting back in kind there in reply to the Dwyer try. Sullivan in there at the corner. A swirling breeze down there at pitch level. Quite breezy over here at Yorkshire. Been some rum weather. We've had a great day at Wembley 8 days ago, sunny, and then the weather's turned and we're back to winter now. It's supposed to be summer rugby this, but well, we can put up with it, can't we? We've had some bad winters. We can put up with this. The Bulls have the possession. Ikoku lows at dummy half. Strong running there. Rihana taken by Perolini and McVie. Lows again. The grafter moves it out to Peacock. Peacock breaks the first line of defence. Just loses his footing. Otherwise he'd have been away. Lows again. Pushing one tackle off. O'Neill and Perolini. The front row. The two props there bring him to earth. Now it's Forshaw. And the Bulls move it left. Grubber kick through. Nothing for that. Prescott covers it well. Tomlinson brings Prescott down. That's the zero tackle. And Sullivan moving in off his left wing berth. Sullivan tackled there by Dwyer and Paul Loughlin moving in. Andy Haig, he suffered a slight groin strain at Wembley. Obviously fully fit for this evening's match. Perolini juggles with it. McNamara and who else? Bernard Dwyer in for the tackle. So Laws and Dwyer there that get through a mountain of tackling. Great work there by the Bradford tacklers. Cunningham attacked in half, moves it left. They move in, close the Saints down, they get the kick away on the last tackle. Spruce from the full-back position. As I said before, we thought there'd been a change, but obviously not. Saints, are they going to be penalised for offside? Wouldn't surprise me. The referee, Russell Smith, moving in quickly. And Paul Loughlin will kick over to the main stand side. Finds Tucks 10 metres inside the Saints half. Laws will restart. 8 points to 6 to score. Halfway through the first half. For Paul Anderson, just come on as a substitution. Quickly into the action. Now it's Tomlinson. Back to Spruce. Just a little bunch, Bradford. The Bulls will have to sort themselves out. And Laws there, looking for that gap. He exploits gaps with regular monotony. McDermott at the acting half. Bradford move it left. Quick hands, McNamara. Bradley. Well, the ball's loose. Bradley complaining he'd lost it, but it went back. He was trying to release it. The Saints didn't clamp him properly. Well, that's a try. That's a try for Forshaw. Yes, Mike Forshaw, I think that is. Well, that's a great try there. 20 minutes gone. Yeah, Mike Forshaw just being clarified by the PA system. Right in front of the sticks. Bradford extend the lead to 12 points to 6. And this McNamara conversion to come will make it 14 points to 6. Good work there. McNamara pops it between the uprights. But Saints defence tested twice now, and they've succumbed right by the line. With Dwyer moving in, then his second row partner Forshaw squeezing in. Good driving run, pumping their legs, keeping going, and the Saints couldn't tackle them. 14-6 to score. Andy Haig. Dwyer takes him. McDermott there. Well, there was nothing wrong with that. What's the referee saying? It was a high tackle. Didn't look anything wrong with it from our angle. And the referee's having a word with Bernard Dwyer. He's saying it was a high tackle. Round by the throat, by the Adams apple. The Saints restart, 10 metres short of the halfway line. Derek McVie. out for 5 or 6 weeks, and then played in the Wembley final, played for 50 minutes, did a great job, and he was chuffed to bits there, obviously being part of the team. Obviously despair for the Saints for Alan Hunt, hamstring injury against Warrington, couldn't recover in time as Perolini powers his way down. Bradford have their problems as well. Donegal and Jowett out with broken limbs. Saints keep it going. Hammond from Cunningham, and Hammond again looking for support, gets it away to Martin, the Lambsdon Trophy winner. Newlove puts it out. Well, that's offside. That's offside for sure. It came off a Bradford man and went forward. He's going over consulting with the touch judge, but I'm sure that's an offside decision. Well, he's saying it's a knock-on originally. Oh, well, Bradley complaining. He's mouthed. Saints have been awarded the penalty. We should have had another further 10 metres forward, I think. But we'll take solace with that. As Haig takes it just as his ankle's tapped. Dwyer tidies it up. Saints now have got to punish Bradford, if they can, for that indiscretion. They're moving it to the left. Newlove again. Can he be floating to touch? The ball turned inside. The touch judge has his flag up, and Newlove adjudged to have been pushed into touch before the ball was released. Great tackling by the Bulls. The Saints attack just can't penetrate the Bradford defence at present. Bradley mouthing it there, and he got penalised. The Bulls won't be happy with that, but the defence was up to it. Now it's with Spruce. Laws at dummy half. Once again, McDermott puts it in field. Laws again, always backing up. The Saints will have to move up, tackling 2s and 3s. There's Anderson, pushes 2 tacklers off. Morley at the second bite, and Newlove bring him down. But the Bulls look hungry. Bradley, once again, driving it up. The standoff, trying to open the Saints' defence. 14-6 to score in favour of the Bulls, and the ball's up in the air. Great take, Arnold. Great take under severe pressure. 3 and 4 Bulls round him. As Andy Haig brings it away, Anderson in at the tackle, along with James Laws again, need you ask. Sullivan from the acting half-back position. No way through for him. Well, over the top there is Anderson. The ball played, well, a little infringement at the play of the ball, and Saints rightly have the penalty. Saints move it to the right. Bradford move up. Can the hole be carved in the defence? Perolini comes through. Good tackling there. Tomlinson and McNamara. And once again, Saints move it to the left. Newlove pushes one off. Bradley has him. Peacock comes back as well. Well, look at that. Dearie me. Bradley with an elbow right in Paul Newlove's face. The officials there don't pick it up. Clear as crystal on your video there. Hammond speculated to McVie. Loughlin grabs him. Haig wants it played quickly. Well, Bradley's definitely up for it, isn't he? As Golding puts one out. Now it's Newlove. Peacock comes back. Morley at dummy half. Golding reverse angle kick. Well, that's come off Ikoku, I think. I think it got a deflection. Let's see if the referee sees it that way. It doesn't look that way. I thought it got a slight deflection off Ikoku. Obviously not. Dwyer taken down by Perolini and Cunningham. And John Scales coming in off the wing, looking for a piece of the action. Perolini McVie this time. Bradford taking it up the middle, releasing the ball. Saints will have to make sure the tackles are firm. The ball's got to be clamped. But good work by Newlove. Well, surely, dear me, the ref, he's joking, isn't he? He must be joking. Bradford have been doing all the mauling. Newlove comes in, just slows the play down a bit, and the referee comes and penalises him. Dear me. We don't mind a fair crack of the whip, Mr. Smith. Tommy Martin coming off, blood bin substitution. A gash to the head, no problem for Tommy. Be patched up more or less immediately. And he'll be back in the action. Well, the game stops. Whether treatment's going to be there, they must be waiting for Tommy to be patched up. The Bull spectators don't like it, do they? Bit of grease on the old bonds, and Tommy will be back in. There he is. Oh no, it's Ian Pickervance. Ian Pickervance on. Tommy Martin, they've got 15 minutes to patch him up. The influential standoff at Saints, Tommy. McDermott. Lows, the Bulls are charging, the 20 metres from the Saints line. Bradley went without the ball. He'll no doubt have something to say. Look at him, he's mouthing off again. My word. You've got to watch what you're doing, especially with Mr. Smith. He's not averse to sending players off, is he? Goal into feed. Saints trailing by 14 points to 6. Half an hour of the game gone. Chris Morley had the ball. Loughlin and Forshaw in at the tackle. Pickervance. Now with Prescott scampering away. Sidestep past two. Peacock. Spruce finally bring him to earth. Julian O'Neill, the big ex-Auckland Warrior. He was happy after his first win at Wembley. He said he's definitely come to the right club. And there's a man, McVie, the two Antipodeans, highly delighted with last weekend's. Well, has that gone in off Danny Arnold? The ball hadn't gone into touch. The touch judge has his flag up there. What's the referee going to rule? It's a scrum down. And Arnold nearly snuck in for a try. The Bulls in the lead, 14 points to 6. Great tackle by Newlove there. McNamara, doesn't like it. They were just sparring up a couple of minutes ago. Well, friendly rivalry, of course. Nothing malicious. The Bulls moving it left. Now they straighten up. McDermott. Paul Anderson, the youngster, come over here from Halifax. I think he was on Leeds boots as well. The Bulls chip it through. Prescott has to play it. Did well there, did Prescott. Spruce was following up, and he kept the ball in field. Very well there, did Steve Prescott. Under a lot of pressure. Scales on Arnold. Arnold comes back in again. Spruce upends him. Close to a spear tackle. Quick hands now. It's Sullivan. Can he round Peacock? Great tackle from the Aussie Peacock on Anthony Sullivan. Hammond at dummy half. The Saints got to keep it going, but the Bradford defence is superb this evening. The Bulls in the lead, 14 points to 6. Great tackling there. Look at that. Anderson and McDermott in with a shoulder. Stop O'Neill in his tracks. Now it's McVie. Typical good run from the Aussie. On to Cunningham. Sidesteps in and out. Great driving run. The ball laid on by McVie, and Cunningham makes 20 metres. O'Neill puts it out to Hammond. It's on the last tackle. It's up in the air. Well, Prescott impeded as he goes through. Spruce takes it. Perolini holds him. And Bradford have the possession. Ikoku. Great tackle there by Pickervance and O'Neill. In the middle of the park. The tackling is excellent. Forshaw. Siding his way through. Not the biggest of guys. Both second rows there. Forshaw and Dwyer. But McDermott. Oh, that's a forward pass. Slips it up. The referee says it's all right. He went to look forward from our angle. Oh, McNamara! Great try by the Bulls. That's a great try, isn't it? A try out of nothing, you can say. 33 minutes gone. McNamara drove it up. Well, consultation with the touch judge. Is he going to rule it out? He's given the try. Eyes on the referee. No, it must be all right. But great work there as the Bulls drove it up. They spread it quickly, moved it over to the left. From our angle, the pass looked to hint forward. But McNamara carried on. He dummied to go inside. The Saints took the dummy. He went on the outside and outpaced the defence, going towards the line. 18 points to 6, the Bulls in the lead. It'll be very pleasing for their coach, Matthew Elliott. Unbeaten in the league this season. Just that one defeat beneath the Twin Towers 8 days ago. The second Wembley final on the trot. And in the league last season, Saints won at Nosey Road, 26 points to 20. They was absolutely hammered here at Oddsall with the Saints by 50 points to 22. And of course, a repeat of this year's final. Last year, the 96 Challenge Cup final. A classic, plenty of drama, where the Saints beat the Bulls 40 points to 20, 40 points to 32. The goal kick waved away, 18-6 the score. 34 minutes gone on the clock. But what a try from McNamara. That was great running by the loose forward. As I say, he can play anywhere in the forward pack. And didn't he show a turn of pace there? But good work by the Bulls. They moved the ball upfield, created havoc in the Saints defence, and got 4 points for it. Andy Haig, met by Bernard Dwyer and Tomlinson, and they forced Haig back, but he slipped it to Perellini. Laws completes the tackle, and Saints once again move it to the left. Well, he's been robbed of the ball, O'Neill, and that was 2-1 in the tackle. The referee lets it go, and Bradley came up with it. Well, I'd like to see that again on the replay. I'm sure there was 2 tacklers on O'Neill. And judging by the Saints speckies that's howling in the crowd, they thought that as well. But it's the Bulls on the attack again. McNamara looking to pass over the top. He gets the ball away to Dwyer. The Saints tackling's going to have to tighten up. Sean McRae will be reading the riot act at half time. You can't afford to let the opposition spread the ball. It's got to be clamped, man on ball, round the legs, one round the legs, one round the top. But the Bulls moving on the short side. They're in command, 18 points to 6. In the last 5 minutes of this first half, Martin back on the field, the ball's chipped through, Prescott takes it, Forshaw and Bradley in. Martin with the head bandaged, but Sullivan tries to get through. McNamara completes the tackle. Pickervance still on. He did come on as a blood bin for Tommy Martin. Martin's back on, so obviously the substitution has been made. There's Martin, drop-off ball to Newlove. Just breaks free of Anderson's tackle, but Anderson and Forshaw come back. McVie, strong runner, equally strong tackling. Oh, it's O'Neill, I beg your pardon, not McVie. Golding puts it to the air, Prescott's chasing it. Well taken by Spruce, super take by the fullback, and Steve Prescott. His counterpart takes him. McDermott there, saying the Saints were offside, but Spruce, as he got up there, he put the ball on the ground before he regained his feet, and you can't do that. Oh, you're not supposed to do that, let's put it that way. Lowe's from the dummy half. Saints defence going to be tested. You can hear the referee and the touch judge saying roll away. That's to the tacklers. Spruce for the Bulls, a last charge before the half-time interval. 2 minutes to the half-time interval plus any stoppage time. Lowe's chips it through. Has it touched the Saints player and gone into touch? Well, Sullivan picks it up. The referee's blown up. Well, what's he blown up for this time? Dearie me. It's a penalty against the Saints. Offside he's given. Well, let's hope they screw his St Helens head on for the second half. Tommy Martin there with a head injury as he's back on the pitch. Lance-Todd Trophy winner at Wembley. He was put on report for a dangerous tackle supposedly on Ikoku. Nothing wrong with it. Perfectly good tackle. Cumberland fling as they call it. The old Cumberland throw. Grabbing the man by the jersey, the shoulders, and taking his legs over at the same time. And he was cleared. But Morley scored and that robbed us of 6 points. Laws. Dwyer. Strong running there from the Bulls. Can they score before the half-time interval? We're in the last minute of normal time. Tomlinson, well, it's missed out one play. It's gone to Scales. Scales unloads it. The Bulls are pressing for this corner. The Saints defence going to be tested again. Callan he releases possession. Saints come up for it. And Bradford losing ground, but it's on the last tackle. And this is where they're going to be the most dangerous. It's chipped through. Laws went for it. My word, he was fingertip short, wasn't he? The Saints were being urged to get back onside by referee Russell Smith. Laws with an astute kick, chipped it through there. They chased it, and Arnold, I think it was, it just got boot to ball as Laws' fingers came down to nearly claim the 4-pointer. What an exciting game. 18-6 the score. Anderson. As Saints drop out from between the sticks, Anderson takes it. Forshaw from the acting half pushes off Cunningham. Martin comes in. The Bulls again. Peacock runs straight at Newlove and Sullivan. They hold him down, push him towards the touchline. 10 metres short of the Saints line. The Bulls are charging. The ball's released. Great play by the Bulls. McDermott onto the back door. Anderson. Good play. Laughlin. Oh, it's on. Is it Dwyer? No, it's Callan. Dwyer's there, attacking half. He wants a quick play the ball. The Bulls are buzzing. Interception there. The Saints moving quickly. Danny Arnold read the situation, but Tomlinson puts him down. And a little tete-a-tete between Tomlinson and Arnold. And Arnold's been sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes. Offside decision given against him. Persistently infringing, he's saying. "10 minutes in the sin bin and a penalty to the Bulls right on the stroke of half-time. Tomlinson and Arnold exchanging pleasantries as he went through, for a chance for McNamara to bring up the 20, and I think more or less after this has been kicked, it'll be half-time. Raining here at Oddswell, not very heavily, but going very dark. And McNamara, can he slot it between? Excellent kicker, oh he can. Super stuff by McNamara. A penalty goal after an Arnold infringement makes it 20 points to 6, and the teams go off there just as I predicted for half-time. 20 points to 6 to score. McNamara with 16 of those points, I beg your pardon, with 14, I'll get it right in the end, with 12 of those points. Tries from Dwyer, Forshaw and McNamara, and 4 goals from McNamara. Tries from Sullivan, and a goal, a penalty goal from Bobby Golding. The Saints score. Half-time here at Oddswell. Bradford Bulls 20, Saints 6. Saints first out on the pitch for the second half. trailing by 20 points to 6, and Bradford well in the lead. The Bulls there, they've charged forward, they're here now, they're coming out from under the stand there, just at the back of the dugouts, and well worthy of the half-time lead at 20 points to 6. Matthew Elliott, the coach, he'll be impressed with their first half display. As regards Saints, Sean McRae, he'll have read him the rounds of the kitchen at half-time. The tackling has been pretty abysmal, and it's up to the Saints now to try and get back and recoup this 14-point deficit. To gain league points, Bradford Bulls will go 4 points clear at the top of the Stones bitter Super League table if they beat the Saints here this evening, and they're looking on the way to doing it, aren't they? Bobby Golding will get us underway for the second half, and Stuart Spruce right into Cunningham. Tackling is going to be paramount, and the Saints really haven't produced the goods in the first half. Real physical battle. Bernard Dwyer into Pickavance and Carl Hammond. And Paul Loughlin out there on the left centre. Good lad, Paul Loughlin, as I say, chatting to him before. As Bradley breaks through, steps out of the tackle, the Saints cover defence comes back. Forshaw was crying for it, but the referees brought the action back. Further upfield, Bradford the Saints penalised for taking a man out, holding him back, an obstruction. Well, why didn't he just let play go on? He's brought the Bulls back to there. Why didn't he just let it go on and play advantage? He's brought them back 20 metres. The Bulls have been brought back, and McNamara is going to have a go for goal. As I said, with Paul Loughlin, we were chatting to him before, proper likeable lad. Well, 12 years at Saints, been here a couple of years at Bradford. We're giving a mention to his dad, Paddy, Terry, his proper name, and Gwen, and all at the Sprayhurst in Boundary Road. We'll call in and see you for a flagon at our earliest convenience. That's Paul Loughlin, the left centre here at the Bradford Bulls. To McNamara, has he got the distance? Oh, nowhere near there. A bad shot that as far as McNamara's concerned, but Saints will have to drop out from the 20-metre line. Bradford will have the possession in their own 20. Scales taken by Hammond and Pickavance. McDermott once again coming through. Saints still down to 12 men. Danny Arnold in the sin bin. Very harshly, in my impartial opinion. As the Bulls move it over to the left, McNamara, lovely ball to Loughlin. Well, there again, Loughlin looking for runners, and there's the runner again, Forshaw. So Saints holding off the tacklers, off the ball players. They've got to get in at the tackle. Knock forward, Saints gather it. The Bulls couldn't take it cleanly. Andy Haig came up with it. But once again, as I said, these Saints are letting Bradford run with the ball. They're letting them release it. New lover mark man there, Peacock and Calland. The Bulls moving up exceptionally quickly, and referee Russell Smith allowing play to go on. Perolini the runner, Forshaw and Calland the tacklers, Cunningham the acting halfback. Competition on the terraces. Come on you Bulls and come on you Saints. And it's essential that Saints are first on the scoreboard in this second half, trailing by 20 points to 6 and approaching 4 minutes of the second half gone. Golding gets his kick away under pressure. Peacock gathers it, Prescott comes up, Prescott misses him, Morley misses him. Peacock scampering away. O'Neill completes the tackle. But Peacock's on the 20-metre line. Tomlinson looking to unload. Bradford there, the lining up. Paul Loughlin. Bobby Golding stops his gallop. Haig completes the tackle. McDermott a dummy half, but the Bradford side, the Bulls, they're looking rampant, aren't they? Dwyer, bow to the tackle, slips it to Spruce. That was forward. He's allowed play to go on. And the Bulls within striking distance. They've come from their own line right up to the Saints try line. Is it the last one of the sequence? I think it is. McNamara inside to Forshaw. Well, he juggles with the ball. Saints drops off him. And Forshaw in between the sticks. Great try for the Bulls. Forshaw in for his second. I think this is his debut, you know. But a great brace there for Forshaw. 4 minutes gone of the second half. And the Bulls held on their own line. Come upfield, good running there. Loughlin involved in it, Dwyer involved in it. Peacock did some of the spade work in at the corner. And at the end, good into passing. The ball came to Forshaw. He looked as though he was going to knock it forward. He juggled with it, caught it again. The Saints tacklers just laid off him. And over he went between the sticks for the 4-pointer. McNamara will pop this one over. No problem. The touch judges raised the flags. And there we go, McNamara with another 2 points. Forshaw try, that was easy, wasn't it? The Saints defence shot to ribbons this evening. (26 points to 6). McNamara's goal. Saints will have the possession from the kick-off. Still one man down with Arnold off. But Bradford there, there's no way that a side like Bradford against a side like Saints.
Number 18 Simon Knox replaces number 23 Bernard Dwyer.
Should come the full length of the field and score, but they did. Andy Northey on there, it looked a little suspect at the play of the ball, but allowed to go on. Why should he pick anything up now, Mr. Smith? He's not done so much all afternoon, all evening, I should say. Northey. Speaking to Andy Northey last week, obviously, he gives a few adages out, does Andy? And it's the old one last week. He said winners can laugh and losers can please themselves, as they did last week at Wembley. But what a great weekend we had. Obviously, as a St Helens spectator, and I'd just like to, on behalf of myself and my wife Chris, I'd like to thank David Howes, Eric Ashton and the board, and everybody concerned for a memorable weekend at Wembley, and the after-match reception. A fine weekend. But Saints are trailing this evening, 26-6. Bradford head and feed from the scrum. The tackling's going to have to be tightened up. Bradford just walking through the Saints there, and the Saints are penalised. Infringement at the play of the ball. .30 metres out from their own line. Bradford will restart. James blows. Slips it inside to Paul Anderson. McDermott driving it through. Pickavance, Perolini, Cunningham. He once again blows. Turns it inside. Bradley, the Penguin. He's brought down. There's a great roll in the standoff berth. Short pass there that certainly looks suspect from our angle. On to Knox. Just come on for Bernard Dwyer. But the Bulls again move it left straight. Oh, that's great work. Loughlin comes inside and Loughlin will score. He'll like that one, won't he? He scored one last week at Wembley. But the Bulls now, they're ripping the Saints defence to tatters. Paul Loughlin tried, good work up the middle. Knox involved, and look at the crowd here, my word. They must be approaching, they're looking for 20, 25,000. They've been getting crowds of about 15 on a normal match day. And obviously they're up against the Challenge Cup holders, the Super League champions for 96 St Helens. And continued support by the Bull spectators, even though they suffered that defeat 8 days ago. But Paul Loughlin there, what a try, what a peach, as Bradford moved it out to the left. I thought he was going to use his wingman, but he dummied back inside, past the Saints defence. Still down to 12 men. But we only had 12 men against the Pie Eaters, didn't we, in the fourth round of the Cup, and we smacked their bottom. It doesn't always work that way. McNamara with the conversion. 32 points to 6. I don't think there's a way back for the Saints this evening. We've played 10 minutes with half an hour to go, and it's a lot to ask, isn't it? 26 points. You've got to get 26 points just to get a draw. I can't see the Bulls' defence collapsing this evening. And for them 4 points clear at the top of the Super League. Haig. Saints now, obviously. Half an hour, anything can happen in half an hour. But it's an uphill battle. Northey. Good running, Ian Pickavance. Always 2 and 3 Bulls round, and Bradley there. Is it Pickavance? Oh, it was Chris Morley, I beg your pardon. But Bradley obviously having a word with him. Good handling by the Saints. Good handling, they've got to move it out. But as they move it out, a swarm of Bulls defenders. Hammond puts it, well, it hits the Bradford player accidentally. It's still be a Bradford feed, that's correct. That's one of the newish rule changes. He didn't actually play for the ball. Just hit him accidentally and bounced in. But a grubber kick by Hammond. If it had gone in directly, it would still have been Bradford feed. They come up with scrum possession. And Scales coming in off the wing. Lowe's at dummy half. And a big contingent to Saints. Specky's over here. Great tackle by Morley. Took Peacock off his balance. Now it's with Forshaw. Andy Northey moves in. McDermott. Pickavance there with Cunningham. He gets the ball away. Does McDermott to Lowe's. On to Loughlin again. The big centre. Peacock. No, Bradley it is. He gets the ball away. They have that uncanny knack, do the Bulls, of releasing possession. It's up to the opposition to clamp them. Tomlinson chips it through. Prescott will take it. Sidesteps past one. Spruce comes in. And McDermott over the top. Clatters Prescott. Sullivan. Arnold back on after his 10 minutes in the sin bin. Saints back to the full complement. Handsome lead, 32 points to 6. Cunningham. Can he set the Saints on the way? Good tackling there, Forshaw in. The ball reaped out. Golding wants to take it quickly. Finds touch just inside the Bradford 20. Cunningham, inside ball to Golding. Martin along the line. Oh, that's a bad pass. Saints tidy it up. The Saints not getting their act together this evening. Only one try and one goal to show for their evening's work up to now. Arnold coming back inside, jinking in and out. Good tackling there. Good cover defence by the Bulls once again. Golding one of the angles. Good running. Out to Newell. No way through for him. A lot of mauling. Bradley doing a lot of spouting. Pickavance has the ball knocked out of his hands. And Peacock going up the wing. Prescott comes in. Martin, and then Norley finally wraps him up. McNamara, good ball there. Tomlinson over the top. Scales. Big wingman Scales. Well, the referee's blown up. It's going to be a penalty to Bradford. You can bet your bottom dollar of that. Well, I stand corrected. And the referee, Russell Smith, has marched him another 10 metres. Well, somebody should go in the sin bin. He sent Arnold in the sin bin before for coming offside. And obviously Bobby Golding having a spout there with Mr. Smith. And Mr. Smith saying, I'm refereeing this match. Well, he's supposed to be anyway. Come in. Ian Pickavance. Oh, the penalty to St. there. Much to my shock, as Hammond tries to slip past Tomlinson and McNamara. On the Bradford 20, Martin and Golding. The ball put down there. Vila Matautia just come on and puts the ball down. Scrum down, head and feet to Bradford, is it? It certainly is. The Saints handling pretty poor this evening. The tackling abysmal. Tackling bags will be out, as they say. Back to square one. It was essential that Saints came up with the 2 league points this evening. Otherwise, if Saints are to retain the Super League trophy, 4 points adrift. They've got to rely on obviously winning their own games, winning all of their own games now, and relying on Sunday beating Bradford Bulls, who look red hot now, don't they? Look at the passing. Oh, it's great. It's lovely passing there. Well, he's given a forward pass. I don't know why he should pick it out now. He's not given one all night. It certainly looked forward from our angle, but the referee was right on the job, and as you could see, he blew up straight away. But great work by the Bulls. They moved the ball over to the left. It went to Loughlin. Loughlin put it out to Scales. The referee was there. He saw it. He gave it. It did look forward from our angle, but great work by Scales. He went forward. He took it on, and he actually got the ball over the whitewash. Super work. Andy Hay backs into the defence. Bradley there again, doing a lot of mauling. Look at that. Oh, dearie me. Well, look at that. Get him in the sin bin. Dearie me. Come on, Mr. Smith. Never mind. He's speaking to me, saying, now, come on, Graham. Look at this. Let's have none of this. He just sent Arnold to the sin bin before for offside, and Bradley's been going in. He's given him a facial. He's had the elbow in New Love, and he's still on the pitch. Dearie me. What have we got to do? 32 points to 6 we trail. And decisions like that going against you. Perolini. Taken by McNamara. Hammond. Saints moving it over to the right. Pickavance. It's great tackling by the Bulls. You can't take it away from them. They've done the basics tonight. They've come up with the result there. 17 minutes gone in this second half. The 32 points to 6 in the lead. The ball's with Matautia. And Bradley in again there. Short arm jab. I don't know. Golding puts it low. Will it run dead? It will. Scales just watches it. Lows a dummy half, and the Bradford Bulls are playing the ball exceptionally quickly. McNamara there scampering away. Keeps going till the tackle is completed. Paul Loughlin just whispering in his ear, telling him to just stay down a bit, have a minute, have a blow.
A substitution for the Bulls, number 10.
A lot of, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of inconsistency this evening from the man in the centre. But you can't fault Bradford's commitment, and you can't fault the fact that the 32 points to 6 in the lead. The Saints tackling has not done its job. The defence has been lacklustre. And if they're not doing the job, you've got to criticise them. We give them the plaudits when they are doing the job, don't we? And they'll get the riot act read after, I'm sure. Bradford said they was coming out for revenge. There's no revenge. You've got to get revenge at Wembley after you've had your bottom slapped twice. So you can't get revenge in the league, but obviously it'd be sweet to take the Super League title off the holders, wouldn't it? They're going to make a 4-point gap at the top of the table after tonight's win. But great work there. The Bulls are charging. They're keeping the ball going. Laws has it. The Saints defence going to be tested. Laws flicks it out. Well, he needn't have done that. Pickervance gathered it after Laws tried to squeeze it out. But Arnold puts the welly down, tries to drive through. Tomlinson completes the tackle halfway through the second half. And the Bulls well in command. Saints tried to bury the play, but there's no way through this tight Bulls defence. Cunningham on the short side. Scales and Tomlinson bring him down. We thought that Bradford might have struggled a bit without the influential Robbie Paul as Martin puts it through. But he knocked it forward, I think, without the influential Robbie Paul, and obviously Sonny Nicol, a powerhouse forward, to turn over there. It was on the sixth tackle. Tommy Martin knocked it forward, and Bradford will restart. But Dermot puts it left. Tomlinson along the line. It knocks that, but has the possession. It certainly is. Northey, the ball slips out, comes in for the tackle. Now the Bulls are spreading it and everything's sticking to hand, isn't it? It's great when it goes like that. And it's great for the Bulls spectators tonight. That will certainly look to hint forward. But Spruce keeps it going. McNamara, the man in possession. Saints tackling in single numbers most of the time. Got to get in there, stop the man with the ball as it's chipped through there, putting Prescott under pressure. But no problem, takes it safely, rounds Horshaw. Spruce brings him down. This will bring the Saints back down to earth, won't it? And a date with the London Broncos at Knowsley Road this coming Friday. Another game, obviously, that's being shown via the satellite. And Saints now with eight games, I think it is, on the trot on the satellite. Poor handling, but Saints tidy it up. Nathan Graham on Andy Northey. Now it's with Cunningham. The ball knocked out of his hands by a Bradford player, but it comes into another Saints pair of hands. Martin puts the ball along. The handling's not been too clever this evening either, has it? Andy Haig comes back inside. Perolini, well, was he taken? Was it Aaron Perolini? The Terminator touches down for a try to the right of the sticks. That was a good try by the Saints. They needed it, didn't they? They needed to get back in the swing of it. I just wasn't sure whether it was Andy Haig or Carl Hammond that laid that ball off, moved the ball upfield, then flicked it inside. A lovely ball to Apollo Perolini, the Terminator, and he gets the Saints' second try of the evening. Great work there, and this man can motor. Bobby Golding will want to pop this one over quickly. 32 points to 10. 32-12 with this conversion. Slots it over. Is there a comeback on the cards? 17 minutes remaining, 20 points the gap. Saints will have to kick off. And don't forget, you Saints spectators, Bernard Platt, your official Saints photographer. Contact him if you need any event photographing. He says he does weddings, engagements, divorces, christenings, and any type of function that you wish. Contact Bernard. The Bradford have the possession. Danny Peacock Great work by the Bulls. What a performance they've put up tonight. Got back in, well, should be back into winning ways after suffering that defeat at the hands of tonight's opponents, St Helens at Wembley. Unbeaten in the Super League of Bradford up to tonight, and they're well on the way. Well, loose possession there, and Perolini, the try scorer, picks it up. Cunningham to pick a Vance, he straightens up. Now Bradford losing the composure. Can Saints capitalise on it? Matautia, the big Western Samoan, drives it forward, taken down by McDermott. Cunningham scampers away. He's looking for support. Saints just aren't supporting the man with the ball, as Bradford are. The support play has been phenomenal this evening. Hammond, short ball to Haig. 32-12 the score, 15 minutes remaining. Hammond tried to chip it through. The ball's loose, sits. Well, Saints have another set of 6. Touch the Bradford player. Referee Smith adjudging that he'd played at it. Martin looking for support on the inside. He broke the defence there. Newloff, can he squeeze in? Sullivan's with him. Great tackling by the Bulls. Golding will have to try and spread it. Oh, dearie me. That was a speculator by Bobby Golding. Oh, Bradford lose it now. Saints keep it going. Well, a comedy of errors. Mind you, the handling is awkward. It has raining and it's still spitting a little bit. And the ball will be greasy. But Saints there within with a sniff. And then a speculator by Bobby Golding. Hard taken by Bradford, and then they lost the possession. But now Saints have the ball in their hands. They're 25 metres out. Matautia, can he straighten up? Lowe's brings him to earth along with Anderson. Golding again, running the angles, looking for the runners. Bullet pass out to Andy Haig. Takes it well, but Lockers is in with the cover defence. Hammond has to round the ref, slips it. Oh, Saints are in on it. Hammond, oh, that's great tackling. Superb tackling by Skanes. On Danny Arnold, it looks as though for all the world he was in. Golding has lost the ball. Knox has picked it up. Very slippy out there, as I said, difficult conditions. Same for both sides though. That's a big hit there, Bobby Golding and Tommy Martin. On Nathan Graham. Ryan McDermott. 13 minutes left. 32 points to 12 the score. The Bulls well in command. Tyriana. Now it's Nathan Graham, I think, on that far side. The ball's loose. The referee saying it was snatched out. Obviously judging 2-1 in the tackle. And a penalty to the Bulls.
A substitution for the Bulls, number 27, Tahi Rayhana goes back on for number 17, Paul Anderson.
So Rihanna on, as you say, for Anderson, who's done an excellent job in the forwards. 32-12 the score, 20-point cushion, and nearly in again there. The Bulls are short. Just at the line, can Lowe squeeze in? Well, he said the ball's been knocked forward. Come down, must be heading feet to Saints.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the official attendance figure for this evening is 18,387.
Well, there you go. 18,387 the attendance. The PA system just let us know. I know they was expecting 25,000 at a push. That's been a bit of a ropey day, and if we'd have had some decent weather, perhaps the crowds would have flocked over. But it's not bad, is it? 18,000, evening match, mind you, top of the table clash, 4-pointer, first and second in the Super League. And that's how they stay after this evening's clash. Cunningham, inside ball, Arnold. Lowe's in. Very physical encounter this evening. Quite a lot of jiggery-pokery going on in the tackling. As Golding puts the ball upfield. Stuart Spruce takes it. And Bobby Golding follows it up and completes the tackle. Can't fault this man for commitment. The captain leads by example. Chris Joint on now. As McDermott breaks the tackle, slips it out there to Knox. Hagan completes the tackle on Knox, holds him down to the nth degree. Nathan Graham wants a quick play of the ball. The Bulls are running hot. Well, the referee saying that Saints were offside. As Matt Callan came through, he's just saying, calm it down, but McNamara is going to have a go for goal, and why not indeed?
Man of the match this evening is number 26 for the Bradford Bulls, Steve McNamara.
Well, McNamara judged as the Homestead's man of the match. He's had an excellent game, hasn't he? He's kicking, scored a superb try. He's going to have a go for goal now. There's 10 minutes left of the game. 32-12. Just give his teammates a break. Obviously, Saints will have a break as well, but they're forced to defend. They'll get the ball back if he's successful with his kick. The clock just held up while McNamara composes himself. Referee Smith will put time on now. He does. He's urging Bradford to get onside as well. They're going to follow this kick up. 10 metres out. Well, waved away by the touch judges. But it's just et away at the time. 9 minutes and counting. What a great clinical performance by the Bulls this evening. Both sides will have they took a lot out of them last weekend. But the Bulls, obviously, more up for it tonight as Scales comes through. Once again, the Saints tackling there. The first tackle is in, being brushed away by the rampant Bulls. Rihanna coming through. And this is something Sean McRae will be working on this week, I'm sure. Got to be tidied up before the Broncos come to Nosey Road next Friday. Quick hands. Look at that. Peacock taken down by the short. That's good tackling there. Great tackling by Chris Joint, but Laws turns it back. Tomlinson. The Bulls looking to spread it. O'Neill there along with Martin. Laws at dummy half. McNamara chips it through. It'll be kicked dead. Yes, Cunningham doesn't take any chances. Puts boot to ball.
A substitution for the Saints, number 15, Julian O'Neill, replaces number 8, Apollo Perlini.
So Martin will drop out from between the sticks. And Saints have well and truly at the bottom slap tonight. A 20-point cushion. 32-12 the Bulls lead. And there's still 8 minutes of the game to go. McDermott at dummy half. Loughlin backs into the defence. Northey, well, looked a little aggressive there as they went in for the tackle. Lockers just laughs and gets on with it, as he always did when he's 12 seasons at the Saints. But it's the Bulls that are charging. Laws. He's lost possession. That's a knock on. Tomlinson just knocked it forward. Laws tries to squeeze it out. Head and feet to Saints. Yes, very clear there. Good angle for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again we extend a thank you to our sponsors of this evening's game.
So Gordon will feed this scrum.
Print and the Times newspaper. And their man of the match this evening is number 26, Steve McNamara.
Both packs down at the second time of asking. Chris Joint. He was the players' man of the match last Saturday at Wembley. Tireless work from the vice-captain, the Saints vice-captain. Julian O'Neill taken down by Rihanna and Knox. Cunningham trying to scamper away, tries a little chip onto Spruce. And Spruce runs away with it. Good support there, Forshaw. 2 tries this evening for Forshaw. Nathan Graham. And Bradford, the Bulls, with possession. Laws, turning, looking for the runners. And there's McDermott, striding for the line. He's looking for support. Well, he gets out of 2 tackles. Slips it on. Tomlinson out of a tackle. The Bulls are charging 8 metres from the Saints line. Once again, they move it left. Great work, Callan pushed off. The tackle's not completed. It is now. Laws again, tireless worker, turns it to Loughlin. Loughlin looks for a gap. He's taken down, 8 metres short. Can the Bulls finish with a flourish? Spruce. McNamara, the man of the match. Grubbers it, Martin gets a bit of purchase on it, he chases it. Martin again, hacks it on. Can he outpace the Bulls' defence? Well, Martin taken down there, surely. That's a penalty try. That is a penalty try. The referee's going, yes. No danger about that. Martin would have got that try, would have hacked on. But he was taken down, and if that's the case, that play should go in the sin bin. None of the Stuart Spruce that got back. But that's a penalty try by Tommy Martin. But as far as I'm concerned, the offender there, Spruce, should go to the sin bin for 10 minutes. Golding converts it. Makes the scoreline look a little bit more respectable, doesn't it, at 32 points to 18. And the Saints will restart. Quite a lot of people drifting away from the Odsal Stadium now. And some of them will have missed that. With the ball there. Out on the forward penalty to Bradford from the centre spot. (32-18). 4 minutes and counting, plus any stoppage time. Midway between the Saints 20 and the halfway line. Bradford will restart. Great performance by the Bulls. They bounced back after that Wembley defeat. The Super League champions elect, as Bradford will be billed as now, 4 points clear at the top of the table. A comprehensive beating of the Saints. But the Saints tackling has been abysmal tonight. Taking nothing away from Bradford power play, nothing at all, but the tackling has been atrocious. First line of defence has been non-existent. Bulls again, running hard. Peacock there. See, he came through, took the ball, broke the tackle, got up again, had another bite of the cherry. Hammond bounces him down. Now it's with Laws again. Tireless worker. Rihanna being taken towards the line by Hammond and O'Neill. Laws again, watch him. He'll scamper away from the dummy half, looking for the runners. Well, he's not got a ball down there. He's lost the possession. The referee's going to have a look at the big screen. I thought he'd lost the possession there. It looks as though it was it Nathan Graham or Knox that came through? But we'll have a look again. That's what the referee's call for. We have a big screen here at Odsal. At every Sky match there's a big screen. The referee's having a look at it. It's in the hands of the third official kind of thing, as they say. The video referee. We're still looking for it. It was Laws right at the play of the ball. He slipped it back inside. We're still waiting for the final act. I thought he'd lost the ball in the act of going over. But he's given the try. So a minute before the final hooter, the Bulls come up with a try. I think it was Knox, I'm not quite sure. We're at about 3 days camel ride here away from the pitch, but sometimes you get a good view and other times you don't. But the try given to Knox, McNamara converts it, 38 points to 18, so that 20-point cushion again. And we're 39 minutes gone on the clock. Not much stoppage time has been played. Saints will get the possession.
Steve McNamara. And
Well
thank you
taken,
to the
on to
video ref.
Matautia. Matautia powers through. Breaks the first line of defence. And it's only on rare occasions that the first line has been breached. Northey, head down, drives it forward. Saints will go home tonight with a tail between the legs. Joint turns it back inside, but it's been knocked forward by Bradford. Scrum down, head and feet to Saints. Oh no, penalty awarded. Surely it was like a charge down, but he's given a penalty, obviously. Saints with the possession. 28 metres from the Bradford line, 38-18 the score. A clinical performance by the Bulls this evening puts them top of the table, top of the Super League table. Cunningham, Golding, Martin, chips it for the corner, Arnold's chasing it. Arnold just can't take it. The bounce just not going the Saints' way this evening. Everything stuck for Bradford. It's been a great performance by them. They've run well, they've tackled well, they've run with the ball. Saints tackling, they've dropped off them, they've released the ball on numerous occasions, kept it going, they've backed up for each other, and it's been a fine performance. 38-18 the score. There's the final hooter. Handshakes all round and a bruising battle. Great sport we have here, isn't it? They knock 7 bells out of each other and then shake hands with each other, all go for a pint after, discuss the match. But a great performance by the Bradford Bulls. 20 points to 6, they led at half-time. Then it was imperative that Saints score first in the second half. It didn't come that way. Forshaw in for his second try after 4 minutes. A great work by Loughlin 4 minutes later. Both of those tries converted by McNamara. Then Perolini with a consolation try, more or less you can say. Great work by the big man. Drove it through after 23 minutes. Golding converted. 32-12 the score. Then Martin kicked it through for about 80 metres. He got awarded a penalty try. Spruce took him down in the act of where he would have scored. Golding converted it. It made it 32-18. But great work there by the Bulls. They kept plodding. They moved it forward. Lowe's moved it to the left and to the right. Knox came through. He had to go to the video referee. That was the final score as McNamara converted it 38-18. Thanks for joining us. You've been with Mike Run. Join us again. 38-18, the final score from Odsal.